Pink Floyd's The Dark Side of the Moon is one of the most iconic and influential albums in the history of music. Released on March 1st of 1973, the album deeply explores themes of life, death, and the human condition. And DSOM's impact on popular culture and music has been significant and far-reaching. One of the most significant cultural impacts of the album was its influence on the music industry. The album's innovative use of sound effects, spoken word samples, and experimental instrumentation paved the way for a new generation of musicians and producers who were inspired to push the boundaries of what was possible in music. The use of synthesizers, which were still a relatively new technology at the time, was also groundbreaking and helped to shape the sound of popular music for years to come. The album's iconic album cover, designed by Storm Thorgerson and Hypgnosis, is also an enduring symbol of the album's cultural impact. The prism refracting light into a rainbow has become one of the most recognizable images in rock history and has been imitated and parodied countless times in popular culture. The recording of Pink Floyd's 1973 album Dark Side of the Moon was a complex and lengthy process that spanned several months. The band had just come off a successful tour and had a desire to create an album that would stand the test of time. They had wanted to create an album that would focus on the human condition and address the issues of greed, madness, and mortality. The band began recording the album at Abbey Road Studios in London in May of 1972. They were joined in the studio by engineer Alan Parsons, who had previously worked with the Beatles on their seminal album, Abbey Road. For the four members of Pink Floyd, Nick Mason, Roger Waters, Richard Wright, and David Gilmour, the recording process was a meticulous one, with the band spending a great deal of time perfecting the sound of each track. The album was recorded in 4 different studios, with the band utilizing a variety of instruments and sound effects to create their unique sound. They also brought in a variety of guest musicians, including saxophonist Dick Perry and singer Claire Torrey. One of the most distinctive features of the album is the use of spoken word samples peppered throughout. The dialogue was gathered from recorded interviews with staff members and others at Abbey Road Studios that had been recruited by Roger Waters. The results were short sound bites about various topics such as greed, madness, violence, and even the meaning of life. In fact, the closing words of the album's final song, Eclipse, "There is no dark side of the moon, really. As a matter of fact, it's all dark," came from the studio's Irish doorman, Jerry O'Driscoll. Paul and Linda McCartney were also interviewed, but their answers were not included on the album. On the technical side of the sessions, the band members also experimented with different recording techniques, such as using a rotating Leslie speaker on Gilmour's guitar and using a sequencer to create the distinctive rhythm on the track On the Run. After several months of recording, the album was completed in early 1973. It was released on March 1st of that year and was an immediate critical and commercial success. Here is my track-by-track review of Dark Side of the Moon. 1. Speak to Me. This opening track serves as an introduction to the album, featuring a collage of sound effects and snippets of music from later tracks. The second is Breathe. This track begins with a simple acoustic guitar riff and slowly builds to a lush, layered arrangement. The lyrics address the theme of escapism and the desire to find peace in a chaotic world. Third is On the Run. This instrumental track features a pulsing electronic rhythm and various sound effects. It is a departure from the rest of the album, but serves as a fitting soundtrack to the theme of running away from problems. The fourth, Time, is one of the most iconic tracks on the album. Time features a ticking clock and a powerful guitar riff. The lyrics address the theme of mortality and the idea that time is slipping away from us. The Great Gig in the Sky is fifth. This track features singer Claire Torrey delivering a powerful, emotive vocal performance. The lyrics address the theme of death and the fear of the unknown. The sixth, Money, is one of the most well-known tracks on the album. Money features a distinctive bass line and lyrics that address the theme of greed and the corrupting influence of money. Track number 7 is Us and Them. This track features a slow, dreamy arrangement and lyrics that address the theme of war and the division between people. 8th is Any Color You Like. This instrumental track features a hypnotic guitar riff and various sound effects. It serves as a sonic interlude before the final 2 tracks. Number 9 is Brain Damage. This track features a haunting, atmospheric arrangement and lyrics that address the theme of madness, and the dangers of losing touch with reality. Wrapping up the albums is Eclipse. This closing track brings the album full circle, with lyrics that address the theme of the human condition. The Dark Side of the Moon was and is a tremendous commercial success, spending a record-breaking 957 weeks on the Billboard 200 chart. Its success helped to establish Pink Floyd as one of the most influential and commercially successful bands of all time. And the album remains one of the best-selling records in history, with estimated sales of over 45 million copies worldwide. The album's themes of mortality, mental illness, and the human condition also resonated deeply with listeners, and its impact on popular culture extends beyond the music industry. The album has been referenced in numerous films, television shows, and books, and its influence can be seen in the work of artists across a wide range of genres. In conclusion, Pink Floyd's The Dark Side of the Moon is an album that continues to resonate with audiences and influence popular culture, even 50 years after its release. Its impact on music, art, and popular culture as a whole cannot be overstated, and its enduring legacy serves as a testament to both its power and significance. Thank you for watching AI Record Reviews from the Wasteland. If you would like AI to review a particular band, artist, or album, please leave a comment below. And, as always, please remember to subscribe to the Radio Wasteland Records YouTube channel.